Hi guys, I'm back and today I'm going to be showing you how I do my builder gel fill. So I just have a little bit of growth. So I take my cuticle tool. I don't know where that came from, but I love it. I'm just scraping off any excess. I don't know if that's dip powder or gel that's kind of left over from when I use peel base on my manis. I try to scrape that off. And then I use my cuticle pusher and push my cuticles back as much as I can, gently of course, because you don't want to tear your skin up. And then I'm going to use my e-file. So I also check for any lifting. If you have any light areas, usually that's the sign of lifting. So I'm going in with my sanding band. I think that's 150 grit sanding band. I do run it along a file to decrease any sharp edges, so to avoid cutting yourself. And I have my e-file on a low setting, and I just kind of go right above where the builder gel ends and the new growth on my nail, and I'm just going right above that so that if I have any areas of lifting, it will file off. So I'll be doing that as gently as possible, and I'm trying to keep the e-file as level as possible to my nail, or parallel to my nail. And then I'll be doing my entire nail with the sanding band just to kind of debulk just a little bit, especially towards the tip. I'm not a professional. This is what I do. This is what works for me. It may not work for you. You may have a different method, but I just thought I'd show you guys how I do my builder gel fill. So here I'm going in with my Young Nails 100 grit file. I love those files. I have 100 grit files, but these are great. And I primed the edges on another file, but this is kind of worn down. I need to, I've ordered some more because I do like them. I just run that along the rest of my nail that have the builder gel, and I keep checking my tip because I try not to have a thick tip. Sometimes it's kind of unavoidable, but I'm just using that, and I use the nail brush to dust off any area so that I can take a look to see how my nail looks. And so I'm trying to get, I can tell on my thumb where that where I just pointed to, that's an area of lifting because it's white, and I'm trying to get that off, get that to lift, and eventually I do, and I'll clip it away. But my whole goal is to, I don't like seeing, you know how sometimes when you see like acrylic fills or builder gel fills, you can see the line where they each time they did a fill. I don't like that, so I try to avoid that look because it's not for me. It drives me crazy. So I know you guys are probably thinking like, wow, she is so aggressive, but this video is sped up. But I do try to do this as gently as possible, and what I'm trying to do is to get that area on the left side of my thumb to lift, because it is it's white and this builder gel is clear, so I know it's lifted. I just want it to lift up so I can clip it away. So I go in, and again I'm trying to blend the builder gel line in with my natural nail. I'm still not touching my natural nail yet with the file. I'm right above that area. I know it might be hard to see, but then I go back in with my e-file, and it takes me forever to do a fill because again I'm not a professional. I'm not going to pretend that I know 100% what I'm doing, but it works for me. But again, once that area lifts, then I can go in and finish this process. So I'm just going back in with the file again, trying to get that one little spot to lift up. I go back, switched over to my e-file, so it eventually will lift up, and again I clip it away. So that's why I'm just going back in with my e-file. I'm trying to pull my skin taut, pull it back taut, so that I can get to that area, because for me, trying to get those little grooves and sidewalls is hard, and you can see it lifts up, especially if you're doing it on yourself. Well, that's just my opinion. But I'm just snipping that away because I don't want it to lift. I don't want to pull it up on its own. I want it to lift on. I don't want to force it up. Let me say it that way. I want it to lift on its own. That way I can snip it away. So I just wanted to show you on my index finger, now that area I can clearly see lifting, it's white. So that's when I go in, and if you go in with your e-file right above that white area, it usually will snip off right away. And so I went in, I got a fresh sanding band. I thought I could just reuse that, bad idea, since I just do my nails with the e-file. But you can see it will just end up flaking away rather quickly if you go right above the area where it's lifted, and you shouldn't have any issues with that. So after I finish deboning my nails, removing the areas of lifting, I go in with my nail brush and dust off all of that filing dust. And then I go in with a different brush. I only use this brush for swipe. I go in with Young Nail Swipe. It is a dehydrator. I go in and use that on all my nails, and then I go in with Young Nails Protein Bond, and then I start my process. But I did fail to mention that I do remove the shine from the my natural nail for the areas that has grown out towards the cuticle. Of course, you have to do that or you'll end up with lifting at your cuticle area. So again, going in with Young Nails Protein Bond, and then I will go in and apply rubber base coat cure, and then I'll go in and apply the builder gel. I failed to mention that Luxie Nail Builder Gel products, they are HEMA free. So if you have an allergy to HEMA, don't know what that stands for, but these products are HEMA free. So I'm just kind of trying to push that up towards my cuticle area. That brush fans out so wide. I love it. And I'm just applying that rubber base coat. It is pretty thick. I like to put the rubber base coat. Some people just put it on towards the cuticle area, but I like to paint that over my entire nail. And I'm trying to focus on the side walls because my nails do curve downward. So I'm just trying to get the side wall, get that as smooth as possible. I will turn my finger over to let that level out some, but that rubber base coat is pretty thick. And some people, when they do a feel, they would just put on the rubber base coat and top coat it, and that's it. But I do go in and cure that for 60 seconds and then go in with my nail brush and the builder gel in a pot and apply that. So once I see that rubber base coat is pretty level, I go ahead and do a 60-second cure on my nail, and then I go in with my Luxie Nail builder gel. Again, it's in a pot, and I go in with my Luxie Nail brush. Now I'm going to prime this brush. It is dry and it bends every which way, so I'm just going in, I believe that's alcohol I'm using, and I am just getting that brush wet so that it's more pliable, and I'm just wiping that. That is a tattoo towel, that pink thing there that I use. They're very absorbent, by the way. And so I'm just going in and I'm trying to get the builder gel on the side, because if you go right in the middle, you get bubbles, and I try to avoid that. So I'm going to focus that builder gel towards my cuticle area because that's where I need the feel. And it gets a little wonky because I put that on, and then I will apply more builder gel, and I try to level that out, and it is pretty thick and sticky, so it's pretty hard to maneuver, but I think I do okay. I haven't had any issues with it, so I apply that like a slick layer, and then I'll go in with a dollop to add more to the nail, just to kind of build it up just a little bit and let that level out. If I put on too much, you can easily just wipe it off, no problems with the brush. And one thing, if you want to know about removal, I have not removed this builder gel. I will file it down low and just keep filling. I tried to remove it one time on my left hand. I even tried the little brush on remover. That stuff burned. Won't do that no more. So if I do remove it, I don't know when, but I haven't removed it, haven't had any issues. Now I do have some staining on the tip of my index finger. I did eventually end up, this video is kind of old, I did end up filing off that builder gel and removing the staining. I don't know what happened there, but it's gone. That's all that matters. But I'm just trying to put builder gel where I see my nails kind of thin, moving that around. Again, I'm trying to go on the side of the pot to reduce bubbles in the builder gel since it is clear. So guys, once I let that level out on my thumb, I did all the rest of my nails off camera. Again, to decrease the length of this video, I'm going in with alcohol and removing that sticky layer or that inhibition layer from curing the builder gel, because I'm going to go in and file. Now with my filing, what I like to do is I barely file the cuticle area, but I want to file my whole nail just to remove bulk, especially on my tip. So you saw me putting builder gel on my tip. I look at my tips because I don't want them super thick, especially if I'm going to apply dip powder on top of that. You know, dip powder can be thick already, and I have builder gel on my, well, I have builder gel on my nails already, so they're going to be bulkier. So adding dip powder, they'll be super bulky. So and I'm also, before I actually finish start my filing, I clean my builder gel brush with swipe solution. I'm just making sure to get any gel out of there. And then I'll go in with my buffer block and just kind of remove the bulk from the tips and make sure I file the side walls as smooth as possible. And once I do that, I will remove the dust with my nail brush, and then I go in and top coat and cure for 60 seconds. So I'm checking my tips because you can tell like my index finger was lopsided at the tip, and then my thumb is a little thick at the tip, so I'm just using that 100 grit to quickly debulk those areas. So after I've done all my filing and buffing, make sure that that surface is smooth. I'm going in with my nail brush again to remove all that filing dust. And then I'm going to go in and once again, I'm going in and applying swipe to my nails. And then I will top coat. I'll let that dry a little bit. And then top coat and cure for 60 seconds. I just want to point out, look how that brush fans out. It fans out great, like wide, so awesome. So guys, after that cures, I'll wait a few minutes, let that cool down, and then I usually will go in right away and do a mani. I'll apply my peel off base coat and record a video. So that's how I do my builder gel fill. Now again, I'm not a professional, this is what works for me. I haven't had any issues. You guys will have to let me know what you think, but please like, comment, share, and most importantly subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching. You have a great week, and I will see you next week.